Good morning. Today we're going to install an 8BitDo DIY N64 motherboard. This will allow your N64 controller to be Bluetooth and it has a lithium-ion battery. I found this to be a very good option. I've done one already. It gives you that true feel of the N64, but upgrades it to Bluetooth to work with maybe a mod retro or blue retro adapter, or your analog 3D. It does work natively with the analog 3D, which is fantastic. It also does give you a GameCube style joystick. It's a Hall effect joystick, so a lot of nice and tight. Okay, so I've already disassembled a red one of these that I have. It's over here. I've already disassembled it. The joystick was trash. The cable, I think, actually had a cut in it. So this is a perfect donor because you need the shell, and and the buttons and everything. You need everything except the motherboard. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead. I'll move all this. It does come with fresh membranes. Move those over. All right, so I got the buttons in place with the membranes. I don't want to tip it over because obviously it's going to tip them over. This comes with, this is just a little rubber stopper. It goes where your cable would normally be. All right, so let's just place our motherboard in here. Oh, I probably should put the membranes on. And if my memory serves, the last time I did this, the membranes were the hardest part of the whole thing. It's getting these membranes to stay put. Do I have it backward? I think I do. Yep. So there is little jobbies there, but they don't work. They don't like hold it in place. So what I did last time, I know one fell out, is kind of just set them in here. Get rid of that. Set them in there. And then weasel everything in place so it's nice and tight. And then put my shoulder button back in. Feels good. Okay. Oh, I think I forgot a membrane. Nope, that's for... I think I forgot a membrane. Oh, okay. This is the start button membrane. All right, let's put this other one back. Same thing as before. Takes a little finagling. Making this look harder than it probably is because of the phone placement. I'm trying to be cognizant of that. But I remember last time the membranes were the bane of my existence. All right. Now this one fell out. Got to make sure they're in there nice and tight. Otherwise you're going to be taking it apart again. Okay, membranes, they look like they line up. Okay. Joystick. Slides right in here. We can do that after if we want. There it is. That moment of silence was me almost losing the screw. Okay, you're gonna need just a small screwdriver. There is no tri-wing screws in this. Just a normal Phillips, very small Phillips. The whole process should take you, I mean, after disassembling and reassembling and everything, I don't know, let's just say 15 minutes, 20 minutes if you take your time, or you got any cleaning to do. Just kind of being a little conservative there so I don't misguide you. It's not a hard process. It's not a hard mod. It is just swapping out one motherboard for another. Okay. Let's make sure we get that hooked up. Okay. Those shoulder buttons keep sliding, but that's fine. And this just snaps into place. That's for our other button there. And this just kind of sits in there. I remember this one kind of causing me a little grief as well, because it's tight. And that's good, I guess, but you also don't want it sliding out. See what I mean? Just keeps, because as soon as I move it, it's going to move. It's going to slip out. There we go. Hindsight, I don't really have the best bench for this, but that's all it is. That's really all it is. It's that simple. And now you throw your existing shell on. Make sure that everything lines up and your cables don't get pinched. Okay. Let's put some screws back in. I like to put the screws that are tucked way in there. Don't forget about those when you're trying to take it apart and or put it together. Those little screws way in there, I always forget about. And when I'm trying to take it apart, I'm like reefing on it, and then it doesn't come apart. Let's do the other one in there. A magnetic screwdriver will save the day. If you don't have a magnetic screwdriver, get a small tweezers. They will stay in place. All right. Those little screws way on each side there. They're in. And now it's just the remainder of the screws. And we should have our 8BitDo motherboard in there and working. And it will work, again, like I said, with the blue retro. I think 8BitDo is actually coming out with an N64 dongle shortly, which I can't wait for, because I'm not a big fan of the blue retro. Blue retro dongles. I find them to be a little cumbersome, and they work when they work, and when they don't, it's a real pain in the butt. But with the Analog 3D, you don't need it at all. These work, out of the box, and they have since day one, because it is 8BitDo. So, and I do prefer this style, the traditional N64 style, compared to the 8BitDo 3D controller. I don't know, there's something about it. It's way too sensitive. So this is my donor. It did not work that well. The joystick was roached, and that was there. This is your control module. Basically, you need this. This is your battery. Not battery. This is your rumble. It has also got all, your 8BitDo buttons. It also has your wireless built into here. If I'm not mistaken, but you can't do anything without this. So this just slides right in where your rumble pack would be. And then the charge it right here. And then for it to work with your switch, you have it on S. To work with your Analog 3D, put it on D. All right. And let's... Cool. And now it's on. All right. Well, there you go. I strongly recommend. I do like these analog motherboard conversions for them. I do have them for the Super Nintendo, the NES, the Sega Genesis, and now the N64. So go ahead and order one. They're about $40. I know it's kind of steep because you're not even getting a full controller, but the functionality's there. It's backed by 8BitDo, which, I mean, they make great products. And it gives you that real authentic feel. You're not, compromising. And you're also not, it's not some third-party jobby with squishy buttons and stuff. So, again, I highly recommend the motherboard conversion for the N64. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.